It has been 6 years since Richmond's Central Region has produced a player that was active for the Super Bowl. That was Collegiate's Russell Wilson with the Seahawks back in Super Bowl 49. But this year, Hanover's Josh Wells will be on the field for the Buccaneers, completing a dream that began much longer ago. The football career of Hanover's Josh Wells almost never got off the ground because as a baby, his mother would never put him on the ground.
Well, I carried him on my hip for a long time when he was young. My husband said, you need to put him down. You need to put him off your hips so he can, actually do things.
And the things he wanted to do all involved football. Josh's father, Jeff, taught him everything he could as a youngster, starting with a work ethic that was second to none.
We just knew that hard work should pay off, and we saw that he had some ability at a young age, and we just instilled him, you got to practice, you got to be better than that next person.
In the 5th grade, Josh wrote a composition for school talking about how much he admired his father and everything he learned, and about his dream of playing in the NFL.
You tell someone off the street that, your son might have a chance to go to the NFL. They look at you a little funny sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It's like
For me, I've seen like how my dad, he's just my hero. How he gets up and goes to work every day, no matter what's going on, things like that. So I think the example he set for me, and he's always had my back and just told me to keep working and keep pushing.
I told him he could do anything through Jesus Christ. I said, let me tell you, if you want to do it, you will do it.
Josh made Hanover's varsity team as a freshman, and by the time he was a senior, was the starting quarterback. But when it came time to play in college, he had to walk on at James Madison. He did not earn a scholarship until his senior year and had to switch positions, first to tight end, then to offensive lineman.
He just wanted to play football.
Doesn't matter what position. He said, just put me wherever you need me.
And he gained the weight and worked out, and just his senior year, he was, I think, second team CAA.
But even with that success, he was not selected in the NFL draft.
He would never really say, but as his father, you could see it in his face to where I'm going to have to continue to work. It's like you feel like you work to a certain point and you feel like you're at your pinnacle, and it's like, then no draft, and it's like, I got to do it all over again as a walk-on.
Wells did have 11 teams offer him an invitation to their training camp. He settled in Jacksonville, where he made the team as an undrafted free agent. Another improbable hurdle overcome.
I still get choked up when I see him hit the field.
When you see him hit the field for the first time in every game, you get emotional.
And when he does go in, you don't even look at the game, you look at him.
Just always had the best intentions for me, even if I couldn't see it at the time. But it's a blessing, honestly. God's given me everything I've got. Worked with the things he's given me.
7 years later, Wells is headed to the Super Bowl with Tampa. The former high school quarterback and college tight end is on his 3rd positional transformation as a player. This one has stuck, much like all the lessons and love from his parents growing up in Hanover.
I cry every time he gets on the field, because I've always told him, do your best on the field. Whatever's on the field, let it stay on the field. When you come off the field, you're a different person.
There's been times I've wanted to quit, transfer or go somewhere else and things like that, and couldn't quite see it. But to be in this moment, be able to share it with them, I'm just as excited for them as I am myself.
We're overwhelmed pretty much because he's always had to work for everything he's ever gotten in life. And to be here is just amazing.
We've been through a lot. They've been through a lot. They've sacrificed everything. Just from day one, from when I was a young little kid, and probably just was like every young little kid, causing problems and things like that. But they just never stopped believing in me, and just set an example by how they live their life.
Jeff and Joy are headed to Florida for a shorter trip than usual because of COVID, but they will be in the stands for the game on Sunday. And if Tampa pulls off the victory, Jeff and Josh's wife, who is also from Hanover, will get to celebrate on the field with him. If you would like to nominate someone to be profiled, email us at beyondtheroster@WTVR.com.